Hi everyone, welcome to Dilemma Daily, the podcast where we unravel the complex world of theories and dilemmas. We are your host,
Perry Sanchez.
and I'm Babylin Barte. Whether you are a philosophy enthusiast, a curious thinker, or just someone who has so many dilemmas in life, you're in the right place. We've got something to stimulate your mind and spark intriguing conversations.
Today, we're delving into ethical theories and dilemmas, topics that have puzzled thinkers for centuries. But before we dive in, we're going to introduce our special guests for this episode of Dilemma Daily that we will show, later in the episode. Those include, Joel Alido,
Kristen Roy Uri,
Altea Zoleta,
Eugene Andrin.
and Jana Boytizon. So, they will help us navigate through the complexities of each theory. And together, we'll explore the arguments, counter arguments, and the real world implications of this intriguing dilemma. Are you guys ready? Well, prepare to challenge yourselves with perspectives and expand your understanding.
Yeah, but before we dive in, pasalamatan muna natin ang The Playground PH para sa ating unlimited coffee for today. Alam nyo naman ako, kapag walang coffee, hindi talaga ako makapag-work pag wala akong coffee.
Parang familiar yan sa akin.
Sino?
Mayor Guo, is that you? But, speaking of Mayor Guo, iiwan na natin siyang topic. Balita ko, marami daw ang may samang loob at may baon para kay Mayor Alice Guo. And that includes one of our guests. So, here we have Joel Alido.
Yeah, welcome, Joel.
Hi, good morning everyone. Yes, mainit-init pa nga itong balitang tong kay May Alice Go. And saktong-sakto sa topic natin today, yung mga dilemmas. And una na dito yung alleged connection sa Pogo. Alam naman nating lahat na dito ay kine-question at pinag-uusapan talaga sa Senado yung connection ni Mayor Alice Go sa Pogo. Na doon na mismo nakatayo sa kanyang lugar sa Bamban, Tarlac.
Mm-mm.
At yung allegation nga ay nag-raise ng concern involving illegal activities, and these activities have triggered investigation and legal challenges. Andyan din yung political fallout, yung mga dilemmas na kinakaharap ni Mayor Alice Go na merong political implication, maaring makaapekto yung kanyang standing within her party and broader political landscape. And yung outcome ng investigation at yung public perception sa kanyang mga action ay pwedeng makaapekto sa kanyang political career.
Speaking of Mayor Alice Guo and some reputation managements, may nabasa ako sa Mrs. Mayor. The allegations against Mayor Guo have the potential to damage her reputation and public image. She must navigate the challenges of managing her reputation while addressing the accusations and, maintaining public trust. In the case of Mayor Alice Guo, reputation management would involve strategies and actions taken to shape and maintain her public image in the face of controversies and dilemmas.
And also, the legal challenges. Nahaharap din ngayon si Mayor Alice Go sa legal challenges as she appeals her suspension and defends herself laban sa mga allegation. Mahaba-haba at marami-raming oras itong panahon na mauubos, emotionally draining pa, adding to the dilemmas she is facing right now.
Yes. Anyway, nasa usapang politika din lamang naman tayo. Diyan marami kasi papasok ang natural law of theory eh. So, this time, meron ulit tayong makakasama na guest and tatanungin naman natin siya kung ano yung mga insights and informations na pwede niya i-share sa atin. So, may we call on Mr. Kristen Uri. So, please join us. So, this time, we have Kristen Uri para i-share sa atin, mag-share siya sa atin about natural law theory. So, Kristen, ano ba ang natural law theory?
Thank you, Babylin. So, good morning sa inyong lahat. So, ano nga ba ang natural law theory? Ang natural law theory ay isang universal moral principle na nag-exist na sa atin naturally. Kumbaga sa madaling salita, kakapanganak pa lang natin, nandiyan na yan. Isang halimbawa nito ay ang extrajudicial killings na nangyari sa programa na War on Drugs ng ating dating presidente na si President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Alam naman natin na, or rather na sa natural theory, bawal ang pagpatay dahil nababiolate nito ang right to life ng isang tao.
Yes.
And part rin ng human right na dapat dumaan tayo sa legal na proseso, which is hindi na nila nakakamit kasi pinapatay na sila on the spot. Bukod pa dito, nandiyan na rin ang makaka-develop ng takot ang mga tao sa mga legal and governmental institutions, lalo na sa ating mga pulis na baka pag nakakita sila ng pulis ay matakot na dahil nandiyan na yung pag-iisip na baka patayin sila at mapagkamalang merong drugs.
Mm-mm.
Dulot na rin ng extrajudicial killings na parang nababaliwala na lang yung buhay ng isang tao. Kumbaga, nawawalan na ng respeto sa tao kasi basta-basta na lang pinapatay.
So, under natural law theory, extrajudicials, of course, or extrajudicial killings are fundamentally immoral. So, ano yung mga potential na solution para sa issue na to from a natural law perspective?
Pwede siguro natin dyan i-enforce yung rule of law.
Ano mo? Tama ka. Kung i-enforce ang rule of law, masisigurado na every action taken by the government and its agents is legally grounded and transparent. This involves clear legal standards, fair legal processes, and impartial enforcement of laws. By, adhering strictly to rule of law, states can prevent arbitrary actions and paprotekta sa individual sa mga unlawful harm. And this approach helps us to build trust in legal institutions, which is crucial talaga to para sa maintaining social order and justice.
Yeah.
So, these insights are invaluable. Thank you, Kristan.
Thank you.
So, it's clear that addressing extrajudicial killings through natural law theory involves a, multifaceted approach that upholds universal moral principles. So, let's move on sa next na topic. Kung may natural law theory, of course, we have something more divine than that. Something called divine command theory. An ethical framework which positions that moral values are grounded in the commands of a divine being, a God. So, we'll explore a real-world scenario, the ethical dilemma it presents, and how divine command theory, can guide us to a solution.
For our topic, meron tayong makakasamang bagong guest. So, we have Jana Boytison here. And magbibigay tayo ng sample scenario. And gusto nating malaman yung possible solutions dun sa mga dilemmas na mababanggit natin dito. So, Jana, for example, ikaw ay isang doktor. So, naharap ka ngayon sa isang critical na decision. And let's say sabihin natin na meron kang 2 pasyente na nangangailangan ng agarang tulong. Sabihin natin na life-saving treatment ang kailangan nila. But you only have the resource to save one. So, sabihin natin ang pasyente mo dito ay isang preso. Yung preso na, syempre of course preso, may mga nagawang mali sa buhay, pero nagbagong buhay, nagsisi and nagbalik loob sa Diyos. And yung isa mong pasyente ay, let's say, isang bata, innocenteng bata with their whole life ahead of them. According to divine command theory, which patient should you save?
Divine command theory suggests that our moral duties are determined by the commands of God. So sa sitwasyon na yan, different religious teachings might offer different guidance. Many interpretations would suggest saving the child as protecting the innocent is a common divine command across many religions. However, the soldier's quest for forgiveness and redemption also holds significant moral weight.
Given these considerations, can we find a more clear solution?
Well, sa divine command theory, the solution may lean towards saving the innocent child, but it also underscores the importance of seeking divine guidance and acting with compassion.
Thank you for joining us, Jana. This has been an enlightening discussion on how the divine command theory can guide us in resolving our real-world dilemmas.
Hmm. So, talking about how the soldier had to, well, alam mo, hindi ko alam. Okay. So, let's talk decision making. Let's talk about virtue ethics, a moral philosophy that emphasizes the role of a character and, well, virtue in ethical decision making. We will have Eugene, in place of Jana, of course, to give us further information about virtue ethics. Here we have Eugene.
Yes, welcome Eugene to Dilemma Daily.
Thank you guys. Ang virtue ethics ay isang moral philosophy that emphasize the role of character, and virtue in ethical decision making. So sa decision pa rin ito.
And now, let's jump to our scenario. Imagine, ikaw ay isang journalist. So, ikaw ay isang, kumbaga, ikaw si ano? Sino bang journalist ang pwede nating sabihin dito? O, sabihin na natin, isa kang journalist. And sa pagkakalap mo ng balita, meron kang isang natuklasan na maaaring makapagbunyag ng isang korupsyon laban sa isang malaki at makapangyarihang tao. Kaya lang, kung ipapublish mo tong balita na nakalap mo, itong information na nakalap mo, for sure, madadamay at malalagay sa peligro yung buhay ng whistleblower o ng taong nagbigay sa'yo ng information na to. So, according sa ating virtue ethics, ang dilemma natin dito ay, should you publish the story that expose the truth or protect the whistleblower and keep their identity at hayaan mo na lang na matago na isang lihim yung korupsyon na nalaman mo. So, according to virtue ethics, ano ang gagawin mo?
So, quick note about virtue ethics. Virtue ethics is grounded sa mga philosophy ni Aristotle. Focuses on what kind of person we should be and what character traits constitute a good life. Sa sitwasyon na to, the virtues of honesty, courage, and loyalty come into play. Pero ano, ang gagawin natin, paano mabalance ito?
Oo, tama. Kailangan pa rin natin mabalance yung decision na gagawin natin. So, ang pwede natin gawin dito, according din sa virtue ethics, pwede tayo makipag-ugnayan sa mga teams para masigurado ang safety ng whistleblower bago pa manilabas ang balitang ating nasagap.
So, in light of virtue ethics, the solution involves balancing the, well, virtues of honesty, courage, and loyalty to act in a way that a virtuous person would consider right. Something that Aristotle themselves would identify as a moral exemplar. So, with that all done, let's move on to categorical imperatives, a cornerstone of Immanuel Kant's moral philosophy. We will explore, again, a real-world scenario, the ethical dilemma it presents, and how the categorical imperative can guide us, well, to a solution. Joining us next is Althea Nicole Zoleta. Here we have Althea Nicole Zoleta.
Hey, welcome to Dilemma Daily.
Hi everyone, thank you Dilemma Daily for having me here today. Yes, categorical imperative according to Kant is a universal moral law that is rational, unconditional, and impartial. Categorical imperatives are not concerned with emotions, empathy, sympathy, or conditional morals. For example, pagdating sa relationship, categorical imperative means that you should avoid being rude to people unless you want everyone to be rude to each other.
So ano lang siya, parang do not do unto others what you don't want others do unto you.
Oo, parang ganon.
Okay. So we also have our sample scenario. let's say, ano naman, sa isang company, meron kang kulig na palaging late sa work. Lagi siya late pumapasok sa work. Then one day, nalaman mo na kaya pala siya palaging late, yung nanay niya may sakit. Tapos before siya, syempre, kailangan bago siya pumasok sa trabaho, kailangan niya munang asikasuhin yung nanay niya. So yun yung reason niya bakit siya palaging late pumapasok sa trabaho. Kaya lang sa company nyo, strict yung policy nyo pagdating sa punctuality tsaka sa tardiness. So kung isusumbong mo, i-report mo yung kulig mo, maaaring masuspend siya sa work or worst, ma-terminate siya sa trabaho. So according naman sa ating categorical imperative, here's the dilemma. So should you make an exemption for your colleague because of the extenuating circumstances? Or should you follow the company policy and terminate your colleague's employment?
Sabi sa principle ni Kant, we must act according to maxims that we can para maging universal laws. Sa madaling salita, we should act in a way that we believe everyone should act, regardless of the specific circumstances. If we decide to make an exemption dun sa colleague ko, we must consider if it's a rule we would want universally applied.
Huh. So, ano yung solution dito? Should we strictly adhere to like the policy, or can we justify like making an exception para sa yung colleague mo?
The categorical imperative suggests that our actions should respect the inherent dignity and worth of all individuals. Kung i-apply natin dun sa situation, sa scenario, kailangan natin i-consider yung policy na dapat kinikilala, tinitingnan at tinatanggap yung mga legitimate personal hardships while maintaining fairness and consistency. This might mean revising the policy to include clauses for exceptional circumstances rather than making arbitrary exceptions.
That's a great insight, Althea. By refining the policy to account for genuine hardships, we respect the moral worth of all employees, aligning with Kant's philosophy. And in that way, the action can be universally and fairly applied. So thank you again for joining us, Ms. Althea Zuleta. This has been a provoking discussion on how Kant's categorical imperative can guide us in resolving real-world dilemmas. For our final topic, we'll be delving into utilitarianism naman. And this time, we will ask everyone, lahat ng guests natin, for their opinion about this dilemma. Okay, talking about the utilitarianism, we are all aware that extrajudicial killings or the unlawful and deliberate killing of individuals by government officials and other authorities without the due process pose a significant ethical and legal dilemma. So, how do you suppose utilitarianism views such actions?
So, according to John Stuart Mill, utilitarianism is an ethical theory which claims that actions are right if they promote happiness and wrong if they create the opposite of happiness. Bale, ito ay isang moral theory na nagtataguyod ng mga actions na nagpo-promote ng kaligayahan at kagalingan ng maraming tao. From a utilitarian perspective, extrajudicial killings are considered ethically unacceptable dahil nagdudulot ito ng malaking pinsala ng walang angkop na proseso, which is nakakasira din sa tiwala sa mga legal systems at societal stability.
So, under utilitarianism, extrajudicial killings are fundamentally, of course, immoral. Ano ang mga potential na solution to this issue from a utilitarian perspective?
Kung ako ang tatanungin, I think utilitarianism would suggest several approaches to addressing extrajudicial killings, like strengthening legal institutions. This ensures that justice is administered through fair and transparent legal systems that protect the rule of law, which helps maintain societal stability and trust, resulting in greater overall happiness. Promoting accountability may also help to establish strong supervision and accountability procedures for law enforcement and government authorities, preventing abuses of power and ensuring that those guilty for extrajudicial killings face consequences. Isa pa dyan ay ang enhancing human rights protections. It implements policies and procedures that protect people's rights, ensuring that everyone is treated fairly and justly, which contributes to greater societal happiness.
Idadagdag ko na rin ang education and training kung saan nagbigay ito ng komprehensibong pagsasanay para sa law enforcement and military personnel on human rights, ethical conduct at saka sa kahalagahan ng angkop sa proseso para maiwasan ang mga extrajudicial actions. Ang isa pa siguro ay ang community engagement na nagpatibay ng ugnayan sa pagpagitan ng mga law enforcement agencies at komunidad para makabuo ng tiwala at kooperasyon. Makakatulong din ito para makaiwas sa mga sitwasyon na maaaring humantong sa mga extrajudicial killings.
Mukhang comprehensive yung mga solutions na nabanggit nila. However, could you elaborate on how strengthening legal institutions can specifically mitigate extrajudicial killings?
Oo naman. So, sa pagpapalakas ng legal institution ay nangangailangan ng pagtiyak na ang mga batas ay pinapatupad ng pare-pareho at patas. At may mga effective checks at balances para maiwasan ang mga pang-aabuso sa kapangyarihan. Sa pagpopromote ng isang malakas na independent ng judiciary, matitiyak ng lipunan na lahat ng individual ay makakatanggap ng patas na trabaho sa ilalim ng batas. Binabawasan nito ang posibilidad na extrajudicial killings dahil ginagawang mas mahirap para sa makapangyarihan tao na kumilos sa labas ng mga hangganan ng batas na nahaharap sa mga kahinatnan.
So, how about promoting accountability? What mechanisms can be put into place to, achieve this?
Regarding sa pagpapromote ng accountability, kabilang dapat dito ang paggawa ng mga sistema kung saan ang mga government official at enforcement personnel ay may pananagutan sa kanilang mga aksyon. Kabilang na rin siguro dito ang mga independent oversight body, transparent investigative processes at ang kakayahan ng mga mamamayan na magulat ng mga pang-aabuso ng walang takot sa paghihiganti. By ensuring na may kahihinatnan para sa extrajudicial actions, mapipigilan natin ang mga ganong pag-uugali at mapapanatili natin ang tiwala sa ating judicial system.
So, in light of utilitarianism, the solution to extrajudicial killings involves strengthening the legal institutions, promoting accountability, enhancing human rights protections, providing education training, and fostering community engagement.
So, I think that's a wrap for today's episode of Dilemma Daily.
Yes, gising pa ba lahat ng listeners? Anyways, once again, we hope that you have learned something valuable in our today's podcast.
Tama. I think we can all attest that we've had at least an enriching discussion exploring various ethical theories and their applications to real-world dilemmas. From natural law theory's perspective on extrajudicial killings to divine command theory's guidance in moral decision-making, virtue ethics' emphasis on a character, categorical imperatives call for universal principles, and utilitarians' focus on being the greater good. We've navigated through complex ethical landscapes with the help of our insightful guests.
Yes, indeed. The perspectives shared today not only have expanded our understanding but also underscore the importance of ethical thinking in our daily lives. Whether it's about addressing political controversies, making tough decisions in professional settings, or ensuring justice and fairness in society, these theories provide us with frameworks to navigate moral complexities. Once again, thank you everyone. Thank you to all our guests for their valuable insights. To our listeners, we hope today's discussions has sparked your curiosity and provided you with new ways to approach dilemmas in your own life.
And of course, don't forget to tune in next time for more thought-provoking conversations on Dilemma Daily, a podcast of daily dilemmas. You can subscribe to Dilemma Daily on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. If you have any topics or dilemmas you'd like us to explore, feel free to reach out to us. Until then, keep questioning, keep thinking, and keep learning.
And special thanks, of course, to the Playground PH, Lipa, for fueling up our discussions with unlimited coffee. As always, stay curious and stay ethical. Goodbye!
Bye!